Okay, good morning. We're going to go through a tutorial of how to use your Gmail. The benefits of Gmail are that you can access it anywhere, on any computer, and that you have a ton of space as they have this nice little counter here. Most free email addresses only give you 2 gigs of storage, so this is 4 times that. So right now we've got to remember your email address. We're going to log in under mine so you can look at my organizational system and some of the things that I do with it. So I'm going to tell it to not oh, looks like I mistyped my email address while being harassed by my father. So we're going to try this again. I'm going to go up here and click Not Now to remember this. However, I would recommend that you do it unless you're letting a ton of people use your computer. Okay, so this is my inbox. This is the grand total of everything in here. I've got 29 emails because a week ago I went through and deleted all of the, or I didn't delete, I archived using this button, all of the older emails that I don't need anymore, and I sorted them into these folders. So right now, as you can see, the lighter emails are ones I haven't read yet. This one right here says Harker Copy to Edit is me emailing myself, which is a tool I would like to use to remember to do things if I don't think I'm going to get back to them any other way. So one of the key features of Gmail is this star here. You'll see that or a bunch of emails in my inbox, not most of them, are starred, which means that they're important and I need to come back to them. Now additionally, there's the starred folder over on the left. Anything you star in your inbox is automatically put into the starred folder. So this is about law school, this is about paying for my ticket, this is some useful login information for my job, and these are some other things from them. So that's how I like to use my starred folder. Anything that I think is important that I'll need to come back to over and over again, I star. So login information, contact information, any of those things get a star. Let's go back to the inbox. Let's see here. Okay, so here we have something marked as Emma Geller and draft. So Emma sent me an email and I was going to respond to her, and then I did not finish. So I read the email and then I was going to send her a responding email. And Gmail automatically sends your response or saves your responses after about a minute. So I did not finish, and so it just saved it as a draft. So if you go back to your inbox, you can find any drafts or unfinished emails in here. So they're in 2 places at once for this as well, and they'll be marked in red, as you can see right here. Now let's talk a little bit real quick about folders, and then I think that'll be most of it. So Bank of America, I have sent me my account balance every single day. So I have a billion emails from Bank of America. I don't always read them, but I like to throw them all in here so that they're not cluttering up my inbox, because I get 1 a day from them. Then I've got stuff about my car from one of my friends, Casey, emails from my dad, emails to myself, which I've already told you are useful reminders. So once I do this, I'm going to take it and put it in my emails to myself folder, which you can do in one of a couple of ways. To put something into a folder, you just click on it on this little checkbox here, which selects it. You just go to Labels and you pick which one you want. So eventually it's going to end up in emails to myself, which is here, so you just check that. And you'll see this green label right here, emails to myself. Now, still in my inbox, which is fine. I personally don't like to have 1,000 emails in my inbox. If I need to reference something, I'll go back to the folder here. Right, so if I need to go through any of my job hunting emails, I'll go into here and find them through that. But if it's easier for you, you can label everything in your inbox and leave it in there, or don't use any labels at all. So additionally, let's look at it. So this email here, Harker Copy to Edit, is the only content of that email. There's no body. So if I wanted to go back and find it later, say my inbox has 7,000 messages in it, I could just search Harker Copy. Up here in this search bar, hit Enter, or click on Search, and it'll bring up anything that has Harker and Copy in it. These are all. This is my second job, so everything in there is Harker Copy to Edit. I've got them labeled as Harker. Here's the one we were talking about. So if there's something you can't remember, like Sandy Hopkins dog pictures. You know, you can search for dog pictures and see if something comes up. Nothing in my inbox or in my archive. So let's talk real quick about the archive, and then I think that'll send you on your way. So there's a difference between deleting and archiving. Because Gmail gives you 8 gigs of space, it lets you archive everything. You never need to delete anything unless you're sure it's useless. So, for example, Facebook, this message is just saying I have 6 friends with birthdays this week. I don't really care about that. That one can be deleted. That's gone forever. That being said, there's this cool thing up top which they've just integrated, which lets you undo it. So if you decide, oh, I really needed that, you can hit undo. It'll pop right back up in your email where it was. Now, I actually do want to delete it, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. Now, for example, I don't even know what this is. Carter sent me a YouTube video, which is great. You know, great that he's sending it to me. But you know, once I watch it, I'm done with it. But let's say it has some sentimental value, so I can do one of two things at this point. I can label it and then archive it. So I would label that friends, and then click archive. Or you can just archive it. You don't have to label it. Now, as you see, it's no longer in the email. But what I can do is search here, Carter YouTube friends, and it should. Oh, it's not coming up. Let's try this. Carter YouTube. And so here is the thing just sent away. Now, this may not be good if you don't particularly remember the content of your emails or specific terms that are in them, because that's how it searches. It pulls out terms in it. So I could search for Carter. That would bring up all of Carter's emails. If I search for YouTube, that'll bring up every email that has the word YouTube in it. It's either in the subject or the body. So that's most of what you can do.
Now, what if she's like me and she deletes emails a lot? So she has a very limited set of emails that she's saved.
So if you delete a lot of emails, so if you don't want to keep them afterwards and there's no reason for you to ever go back to them and you just delete them, I would just say leave everything in your inbox. You can configure this. I don't know what the default is.
I think she likes a clean inbox. She likes to file.
Okay, well then if you like to file things, use all these labels, then hit archive. And then you'll keep them and they won't sit in your inbox. If you want to delete everything, that's fine, you can. I don't, just because I'm an information pack rat and I see no reason to delete it if you know, you don't have to, right? So right now I've been using this forever. I have 400 megabytes of information in my inbox, but that's still only 5% of my total, which is almost 7.5 gigs, right? So unless you're sending massive photo albums every single day, you're never realistically going to fill this up. One final feature that we're going to talk about real quick is this chat box over here. Unless you have a lot of friends on Gmail, you're probably going to want to skip this section. But basically, anyone else who has an inbox and is logged into their email at that time, so they have their computer up and they're logged into their email, will have this chat icon. So if it's green like Vijay is right now, you know, if there's this picture, you can click on him. This chat window will open up and you can chat to him.
Just like in Skype.
Right. I'm not going to because Vijay is probably off doing something. We're recovering from a massive hangover because he's a frat guy. But, you know, I can type in here, hey Vijay, how's it going? Are you on the call tonight? Right? And then if I hit enter, it'll send it to him in his inbox. It'll pop up in a box that looks just like this, and it'll show up on his little tab up here, and there will be a noise. So that's how that one works. Additionally, if you click this call button, you can do a voice. So just like Skype, you can call. Or if you have a camera enabled, you can click this camera and you can video chat through Gmail. So some people have really horrible quality when they use Skype, so they use GChat. Generally speaking, Skype is going to give you better quality because it's specialized. So basically that's, oh, I didn't show you the most important part, sending emails. So if you click compose mail here, it gives you 2, and it'll give you anyone in your inbox. So Vijay Umapathi, who I just was going to GChat with, you know, if I just type B, it'll send that up here. So if I have Sandy Hopkins programmed in there, or John Heitmanek, I've got a couple email addresses from him there, and then a different John who I emailed at one point. So anytime you email someone and type in their email address, it should save it. And Otherwise, you have to go into your, if you try and leave an inbox, mail, it says, do you want to discard it? Say, okay, I don't need it. Additionally, you can go into an email and look at all of these people and say, I want to save one of these people to my email if it's not saved automatically, and you should be able to just highlight them and save them in your contacts. Okay, so that is everything that you need. If there's anything else, you can ask my dad, and I'm going to file that away because this is the first time I'm checking my email today. Get rid of that. So there you go. That's a basic overview of Gmail.